Hey guys, this is Brad with P3 Customs, and today we're going to be doing a 4th Gen sub box mounting kit install. All right, so here's a look at everything that we include in the kit. You're going to get a QR code that takes you to this install video, a leather patch, your mounting hardware, a little bottom spacer piece, a 3D printed drilling jig, and for all the tools we're going to need today, we're going to need a pencil for marking, a Phillips head, 11mm socket, a tape measure or measuring device, a little flathead or scraper tool. We're going to use a hammer, a 1/2-inch impact or 1/2-inch drill. We're going to use our drill, your choice of sealant, and to make things easy on ourselves, not necessary, we're going to use an oscillating tool. All right, so now our first step for the sub box, we're going to grab our bottom spacer plate, and we're going to be putting it on the bottom of the sub box. So we're going to grab our measuring tape, and from the hole side for the sub cutout to the bottom of it is going to be 2 3/4 inches. From the front of the sub box to the bottom of it will be 2 1/4 inches, just like so. Then you're going to grab your Phillips head and get that secured, like so. All right, so now for drilling the hole, we're going to grab our 3D printed jig and our 1/2-inch drill bit. We're going to come to the back side of the box right here. And these jigs are side specific, so you have driver side or passenger side, letters facing you. Put it right over this back corner. You'll see it'll be right about here. So you're just going to hold that in place. Take your drill. Try to go straight down. And that's it. All right, so now that we have the hole drilled, you may see the placement is kind of awkward. Don't worry, none of this piece is actually structural, and it's only to make assembly a little easier. So what we're going to do, take our tape measure, line it up to the middle of the hole about, and we're going to go 1 inch to either side to cut it out to make clearance for a bolt. Doesn't have to be exact. That'll give us room. And now we're going to have to cut out this section. Might get kind of primitive, but we'll show you how we do it. One more thing to note is that the driver side is a little more difficult because there's less space in here, but the passenger side, it will be easier. So here's how we're going to do it. Now that we have this drilled out, we're going to go ahead and reseal the box real quick, just so everything stays nice and factory. Now that we have our sub box all finished up, let's go ahead and start prepping the vehicle. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to come to this trim piece right here. And right here, it kind of pops out. Might be kind of tough, but essentially what's happening is you pull out this front piece to release it. Comes out like so. And now we're going to grab our 1/2-inch drill bit and go right in the middle of the square hole. Like so. Make sure you don't puncture out the side. And now we are going to grab our thread insert piece. So what you're going to do is you line it up like so, slide it into the hole. Should naturally expand. And take this, just like a zip tie, and you're going to push it in as far as you can. So we're just going to go about right there, so it's nice and strong. And then you just take these tabs and you snap them off. And now we have our threads. One thing to note while we're drilling this hole, even if you do want to take this out in the future, your factory clip will still clip in to the 1/2-inch hole. All right, so now we're going to grab our supplied hardware and our 11mm socket, take our sub box, set it right in place, make sure the bottom slot's right in. You can take our hardware and throw it right in the hole. Like to look, make sure it lines up with our threads, and go and tighten this down. All right, now that we have this all tightened down by hand, we should be good to go. That concludes our 4th Gen 4Runner mounting kit install. Thank you guys all so much for the support, and please let us know if you have any more questions.